Hi, and welcome to Click with JFCS. My name is Sarah Waxman, and I am a Family Life Education Associate and Clinical Social Worker at the agency. Today, I'm going to guide you through a mindful meditation exercise on self-compassion. We are all currently going through a collective traumatic experience. You can define trauma as too much, too fast, and that is exactly what we are experiencing right now. So in the face of that, of course, you're feeling overwhelmed. Of course, you're feeling afraid. Of course, you're feeling exhausted. Of course, you're not going to be as productive as you normally are. Or perhaps you're experiencing a wave and a range of various emotions hour to hour in the course of an entire day. In the context of what we're experiencing right now, that would be expected. This exercise is meant to bring you a small resource of something you can do to be gentle with yourself, to show yourself some self-compassion in a time where we are all suffering, we are all experiencing pain, we are all struggling, and could really use some tools to be gentle to ourselves in that process. Okay. Now I'm going to guide you through an exercise called the self-compassion break. This mindful meditation is a slight adaptation of an exercise created by Dr. Kristin Neff, who is one of the world's foremost leading experts on the research and practice of self-compassion. So, the first thing that you need to do is find a position with your hands on your body that feels comforting and soothing to you. Kristin Neff often suggests that you put both of your hands on your chest over your heart so you can feel that gentle and warm touch coursing towards your heart. But if that doesn't feel right for you, it might not feel right for everybody, you can find another way to position your hands. Perhaps you would like to hug yourself. Perhaps it would feel more comfortable to hug yourself around your middle. Put your hands on your lap and feel the weight of your palms on your thighs. Whatever position feels comforting and soothing for you will work. For me, I'm going to put my hands over my heart. The next step is to call up a moment that you have felt pain or suffering or a really hard emotion this week. Or perhaps you're in that moment right now and you can connect to those feelings instantly. But you want to call up whatever moment of suffering you are or have been experiencing and connect to those emotions. And then, either with your eyes closed or keeping them open, you'll want to say aloud to yourself, "This is a moment of suffering." And by saying that out loud and acknowledging just what is and what you are experiencing, you're practicing mindfulness. And if those words don't feel like the right words for you, perhaps you could substitute it with something like, "This hurts. Ouch. This is really painful right now." Whatever language feels right for you will work. And so again, with your hands over your heart or hugging yourself, your eyes closed or open, repeat the mantra out loud, "This is a moment of suffering." The second mantra in this meditation is suffering is a part of life. It's a fact that suffering is just something we all experience in our lives. The flavor of that suffering, the degree of that suffering, the amount of that suffering may look different person to person, but it is a truth of our human experience that we're going to experience some pain and suffering along our journey on this planet. And all of us right now are experiencing some degree of that. And so if that language doesn't fit for you, you can use other mantras for this part, such as "I'm not alone," "We are all struggling right now." Whatever language feels right for you can work for this part. So for me, I'm going to use that first phrase that I threw out there for you and close my eyes and say again, "Suffering is a part of life." The third and final phrase in this meditation is, May I be kind to myself. You can ask yourself, what words or phrase do I need to hear right now to show myself some kindness? Perhaps you would replace that phrase with, may I be patient, or may I be strong, may I forgive myself, may I show myself the compassion and kindness I would show a friend. Whatever language again feels right for you, with your eyes open or closed, you would repeat that phrase as I'm going to say right now, may I be kind to myself. And with those 3 mantras, paired with the way that you soothingly touch your body, this self-compassion break takes you through the 3 key components of self-compassion. That mindful acknowledgement, that joining with others and feeling not alone in this experience, and coming back to a place of finding a gentle, compassionate, kind voice on the other side of the acknowledgement of that hard process. And so again, to just briefly take you through the whole self-compassion break mindful meditation exercise that you can employ anytime, day or night, as we navigate the time ahead in this crisis. It goes like this. Again, eyes opened or closed. You say to yourself, this is a moment of suffering. Suffering is a part of life. May I be kind to myself. May you all find kindness and gentleness towards yourself in your process in the days ahead. And we wish you well. Take care.